Alright, this is going to be a demonstration for how to use the type tool in Photoshop. So, when you get to the point of adding text to your project, basically you'll have a couple of different options, effects, or fonts you can incorporate with your type. But, basically you pull up the type tool, you go under the toolbar, and then you click on the one that says T. This one is basically your type tool, and if you click on it and hold, you have like an option of doing either horizontal type, which is either going left and right. So you just type in, you just type it in. And this one I'm just gonna type in hi. So I'm reason my keyboard's not working. Okay. There we go. So I'm typing High Point High School. So this is the horizontal type. So basically it'll go left and right. And then the other one, if you click and hold the mouse button, this will go up and down. So, you kind of get the point though. But I'm going to do the one that goes horizontal though. But, depending on like your design though, you might want to have it go up and down or left or right. But I'm going to have it go the other way just to show you what we're doing. So I'm going to delete that. And yeah, basically you're going to, that's like the basic way of using the type tool. You just type it in, and if you want to change the font, you would just double click on the T where your type tool is, and you can click on this tab here. This one will give you the different fonts. You can actually get like a quick glimpse on like what it looks like when you change it. So I might do like an Arial black here, but again, the type of font that you use though, because there's a lot of different various types of fonts you can incorporate for this. You want to mainly find like a font that goes with your concept, your theme, or your idea. But again, it's going to vary from uh, idea to idea though. But just we'll talk a little bit more about that later though, but I'm just gonna use Arial Black for now. It's like a pretty nice bold font, and sometimes this will give you like the bold italics, different ones, and this one allows you to resize it. And in some cases though, you may have to type in the number if you want it, a lot bigger too. So it's just a couple of things to change it, and then you can also change the colors over here too. So you can change it to a blue, green. You can change the value, etc. So I'm just gonna keep it a red though, just because I just want to show you guys a couple of things on it here. So in some cases, the words that you put on here, the type, it might be hard to read in certain areas. Obviously one option is you can kind of move it to a spot where it's a little bit more legible. But sometimes we don't really have too many options with where we can move things and adjust it. So I'm just gonna do Command T as a tool. You can also resize it this way too. Let me move this in the middle here. So yeah, that's the nice thing about Photoshop now, like especially with 2020. Sometimes they'll auto align to like the middle, like right here, it's aligning it to the middle. But alignment's gonna be real important, especially when you have like those different images, different things in your pictures. Something to keep in mind of. But in terms of like the effects though, yeah, if you actually right click on the T. So right click on the T, not on here, you get different options if you click on the words. You want to click on blending options. So this is actually like where the neat part of this comes in. So basically you can click on these different various styles, or I usually like calling them effects, but if you click on like stroke, this will basically create like an outline stroke around the edges. But if you click on the tab, so this is checked off like a stern knob, but if you click on the tab though, this gives you options on how to change it. So you can actually have it, create an outline on the inside or the outside as well. You can have it like in the center. So there's a lot of different things you can play around with, to get the effects that you want. I'm actually do this outside. So like these areas where it's like a little bit more red, it's a little bit more legible since we're popping out with the black edge. And you don't have to use black. You can change the colors too. So if I want to change like a dark red, that's another option too. But you just click on these though, or if you don't want to have like a stroke, you can also do a drop shadow. So drop shadow, you just check on that, click on here. You can just play around with this. And, basically create like a drop shadow on the edges. You can change like the angle of it. Maybe make it a little bit darker. These things you guys just play around with though, just to get a feel for it. They all do something a little bit differently. Okay. Yeah. Or you can do like both too. But you just want to play around with this though. My favorite ones are like drop shadow, inner, outer glow. Also, green's pretty neat too. You can actually create your own gradients within the letters too. So this is like a real easy way to like pop out those those letters. So you can do like a red, we were doing before, and you could change it to like a yellow. Just to give you some ideas on like things you can do. Yeah. So I just kind of play around with it though, like find what you want to use, what you don't want to use. Yeah, the inner glow is basically, or outer glow. This creates like a glow around the edges. Obviously, you don't use like too many though, but I feel like this is kind of like fun to play around with. And then you click OK to finalize things. All right. You can also check this off though if you want to like see how it looks without it. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much it though with the type tool.